How's it going, class? Today I'll be discussing a few takeaways that I picked up from watching the video of Teresa. And I one key takeaway that I picked up on is that there is no right time to start your business. Like they literally started during the recession, which most people think that's probably insane and pretty ballsy of them. Excuse my language, but they actually betted on themselves and pretty much said, we're going to sacrifice, our credit cards. And even like Teresa at the time didn't even have she wasn't working. So she literally just came back from England. And Brett pretty much said, hey, I pretty much have the knowledge, which, I mean, they pretty much expressed they had the tangibles and intangibles because one of Brett partners are good friends of his. He was even nice enough to give them over 500 leads, which is unheard of sometimes. But when you start networking and build these relationships with people, you don't know where and what and when you may need to actually, have to ask for a favor or whatever that looks like. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Another key takeaway that I picked up on is that they actually value their employees, and that's a really major thing for me because I know a lot of companies kind of get away from actually valuing their customers or their employees, which leads to a lot of turnovers, or their high turnover rates, and the fact that they actually say, "Hey, our employees are first. They're the face of the company," even though they still are partaking within, getting into the work and working with whatever project that is and getting dirty. They still make sure their employees come first and that they value their employees, which I thought that was really nice of them because, like I said, a lot of companies kind of forget, even like their top worker, they'll be like, hey, well, thanks, come again tomorrow, kind of like a nonchalant type of work environment. I thought that was pretty cool. And then one other key takeaway that I picked up on is that you have to you have to be prepared as far as what's to come, whether it's the ups and the downs. Teresa was very transparent of um, what she's went through as far as having anxiety or having sleepless nights. A lot of people just see the wins when people are entrepreneurs, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't factor in. So if you're going to do it, go all in and actually be okay with being, I guess, be comfortable with being uncomfortable because it's going to be times of concerns and where you're going to get, the funds that you may need. But everything aligns as long as you are continuously making sure you're staying on top of whatever it takes for the company to survive. And with that being said, I'm going to end this video.